Thanks, Eric. As Eric said, I'm Jamie Punishel. I'm the Global Head of Digital Distribution for Thomson, which means I'm responsible for the products that take our data and make it available to about 250,000 financial advisors and more than 1,000 retail websites and portals all across the globe. With me today is Misha Gavransky, who is with our partner EPAM, who is the critical development partner that we're using in the creation of the App Store. The App Store is really designed to solve three major problems that most of our customers, be they media partners, financial institutions, or even third-party innovation firms like we see today, all come together. The first is, how do we take heterogeneous market data sources, RIC-based quote data, Dow Jones News, Morningstar fund ratings, or many of the other thousands of sources, standardize, concord it, normalize it, and then integrate it with our books and records and transaction services, a daunting challenge for all firms. Two, even if you can do that, how do we compete with the Personal Capitals and the SigFigs and the other innovators that we see at a conference like this? How do we create those new visualizations, those new analytics, those investing insights that keep us abreast of the latest market developments and help our individual investors? And third, if I've got an IT development queue that's 18 months long, filled with regulatory and compliance and maintenance things, how do I keep up with the development in mobile devices, social applications, rich internet applications, kiosks? And the answer is the App Store. So Misha's logged into the App Store as if he was the administrator for a fictional broker-dealer we've created for today called First Trade. And you can see when he goes into the App Store, sorry, go back to the other one, Misha. He's got a choice of a number of different widgets here from a bunch of third parties. We've exposed an SDK to third parties like Recognia, to eToro, to Smart Stops, to EPAM. We've developed a number of our apps ourselves. And Misha wants to take his First Trade site and upgrade it. So if we go to First Trade and we log in like a customer, it's going to look like every other brokerage website you've ever seen. Basic flat presentation of my portfolio data, some currency data that we provided from Reuters, and he wants to take this into the Web 2.0 land. So he's going to go back into his App Store. And the App Store in this case is a multi-tenant environment where every financial institution or media partner has their own environment, and they can select from a variety of widgets. Misha wants to replace that currency widget and that portfolio widget with new interactive widgets. And you can see what he's done is he's selected a price chart, because what he wants to do is, instead of showing holdings as a table, he wants to show it as a comparative line graph. We've already integrated with First Trade's backend, so we're pulling the positions here. You're looking at a live HTML5 widget. Misha has the ability to change the colors and set some of the parameters on those widgets. And once he's done that, you can see he's gone into the Export tab. He's added some security and some permissioning. And he's actually generated code for this widget that his development team will embed into the website. And when we do that, if we go over to the website and the development team were here, they're not, but we have Misha, and Misha's a miracle worker, so he's going to press the miracle button. And what we're actually doing is pasting the code for that price chart and for the eToro widget that I mentioned. And you can see now as we refresh the page, you have two new interactive widgets hosted by Thomson Reuters flowing through to First Trade, pulling all that same watch list data, but now in a new interactive price chart format. And we've gone from flat currency data to social finance, because what you're seeing now is live the actual currency pairs and the percentage of buyers and sellers of those currency pairs being traded on eToro, the largest provider of retail FX services across the globe. Something First Trade couldn't have done all by themselves. Okay, let's take a look at another example. Our first customer of the App Store is, in fact, ourselves, Reuters.com. And the guys at Reuters are going, and the Reuters.com team are doing a system upgrade right now, a site upgrade, rather. They like the eToro widget, so they are adding it, as you can see, to their currency page. But you can, if you go back for a second, Misha, you can see it looks just like the First Trade widget and not at all like the rest of the Reuters.com design. But one of the key components of the App Store is that we have parameterized every visual and interactive element that we could think of. And we've given you the ability to allow each widget to communicate to anything else on your website, all through the admin portal. So Misha's going to go in. He's going to log in as the admin of Reuters.com, and he's going to change the style sheet that is powering this particular, all the widgets that come out of our App Store that would go to Reuters.com. And every widget now will take on this style sheet. So as Misha goes in, you're going to see he's going to flip this over from light to dark, okay? And then he's going to go and refresh the page, and in real time, that widget is going to upgrade to, keep going, Misha. We got a little hang up. Got it saved. Go over here, refresh. Give it a second because we're calling Israel for this data. Okay. In the meantime, while that's refreshing, and I know it's a little hard to see with the cutoff here. Maybe you could go left. I don't know if that'll come in. You can actually see that we have parameterized everything. If your site speaks RIC and you want to ingest ILX data, no problem. You tell us in your symbology resolution that you're a RIC-based presentation or an ILX-based presentation or a ticker-based presentation, and we automatically do the cross-symbology matching and the translation for you. You tell us you want Spanish widgets to go on your multilingual site, and you go in there, and from Albanian to Arabic to Spanish, all the widgets will now manifest in the new language once the data tables have been set up. Date formats, number formats, headers, footers, everything. Once your design team and your business analysts have set the App Store up once, every widget takes on those properties as it passes on through. Okay, let's go to a third example, still on Reuters.com, and let's show you some of the back-end integration that we've built. Content is no good if it isn't in the context of a customer's portfolio. And the biggest challenge for firms, of course, to work with any of the innovation partners here or lots of other places is to integrate those outside sources in with their own books and records information, security protocols and the like. And so, in this case, Reuters wants to link out directly to your holdings at various providers as opposed to making you retype your watch list. And what Misha's doing right now is showing you that we've done full integration with E-Trade's backend through their secure API. So we're now going to connect Misha's E-Trade account, or actually Dennis's E-Trade account, to his Reuters portfolio. So now when he's surfing on Reuters.com and reading news and looking at his positions information, you can see we're going through the secure process here. Misha's going to be able to see all that in the context of his E-Trade account. We haven't just integrated with E-Trade. We've also integrated with the Beta back office, which we own. That represents more than 250 broker-dealers in North America. And what that means is, as a third party, if you develop a widget today, you have the ability to be on 250 broker-dealers' websites with full account data and transaction integration right out the gate. We're over on the right side of the hall, and I hope you'll come visit us and ask questions.